Welcome to BTA Friday, Breaking the Algorithm, hosted by me, Kelly Morgan, indie author and indie publisher. Here, we break the algorithm and build something better together. Subscribe and let's break the algorithm as a community. Now, let's get to today's episode.
Everyone, Kelly here, and this is another episode of BTA Fridays. Today, I want to talk about anthologies. Have you ever been scrolling through maybe a Facebook group or an author group and see those calls for anthology submissions? It might say, hey, looking for authors to join our romance anthology or be a part of this powerful collection of voices. Well, you know what? If you're new, you might not even know what an anthology is. So just real quick, an anthology is basically it's a book made up of shorter pieces from a bunch of other authors. And usually it's wrapped around a theme. It could be short stories, it could be essays, it could be poems, whatever the organizer's vibe is. And it sounds really cool to be a part of something with a bunch of other authors. But here's where it gets a little interesting for me. I think a lot of new authors think, well, I'm new, nobody knows me, so probably can't be a part of an anthology. And that's not true because a lot of anthologies are actively looking for fresh voices. But more importantly, the real question is I want to be a part of this anthology, but is it worth it? Is it worth your time, your creative energy, and is it worth your coin? Because here is the real deal, you guys. Some anthologies are free, and I don't see many of them, but I have seen some that are free. You just submit, you get accepted, and you're in. Others, yeah, they charge a buy-in fee. And sometimes the fee is small and reasonable, and sometimes, let's say, it can get inflated, where, you might find yourself maybe asking for a receipt. And so here's what you have to ask yourself. What is the return? And not just in sales, because let's be real, you're probably not going to get a big royalty check out of being a part of an anthology, but you are probably going to get a big giant reach in readers and in credibility. Now, in my travels in the indie world, I have seen two scenarios. Best case scenario, you get your work in front of readers who have never heard from you. They already trust and know the other authors in the book. You make connections with those authors. You get a new title to promote. Maybe you are even tied to some events to the release, and you get to grow your network. Sounds great. That is a win-win. Worst case scenario, yeah, you pay a fee, your piece gets buried in the book, nobody promotes it, and it just sits there collecting dust. So, how do you tell the difference? Well, I think first of all, you have to ask yourself some questions. Number one, who is organizing the anthology? Do they have a track record? Have they have past anthologies? Do they have the visibility and the traction? You know, are there other authors and people who are active and engaged with their readers? Because that's important. The whole idea of putting out an anthology is obviously to put it in the hands of readers. And so you want to make sure that, that book is going to actually do something. More importantly, when you are looking to be a part of an anthology plan, ask what the marketing plan is, right? And when you're asking, you're asking because you really want to understand. If it's, we're going to post it on Facebook, believe me, people, that is not a plan. All right. One thing I really like about anthologies is that it's like networking on steroids. All of a sudden, you're linked to a bunch of other authors, and that can be magic if you use it. Follow up and connect with all the authors who are part of the anthology. Engage with their readers, support their launches, and yes, hopefully, they will do the same thing for you. Bottom line, anthologies can be really great, especially early in your career. But you know what? I'm telling you, you have to treat them like a strategic meal. I'm so sorry. I'm hungry. You have to treat them like a strategic move, not a shiny object. And don't just join one because it sounds cool. Join because it makes sense for who you are and what you're about. Remember, before you pony up those dollars to be a part of that anthology, do your due diligence. Make sure that it's aligned to what you've got going on. Make sure they have a solid marketing plan. Make sure that you're able to connect to all of those other authors and then go for it. And if you do decide to pony up the money, make sure that you feel that you're going to get the value for your coins. I am all about getting value for my coins because trust me, when I make them, I try to spend them wisely. So, you guys, let me do my basic outro. If you are wanting to be on the author's mic, I have guests on every Monday. More than happy to share this platform with you. All you got to do is go to my website or my link tree, fill out the form, boom, you're on. Really no pitching involved. If you are an indie author and you are looking for a new way to promote your book, why not pitch the IRS, that is the Indie Reader Society? All the information is on the link tree. If you're a reader and you're thinking, I would love to join a book club, guess what? We got one. It's called the IRS, and we are always happy to have new people join. So, if you're a reader, join us. Now, if you are thinking, you know what, Kelly, this sounds great, love to write a book, can't even write my own book rather than be a part of an anthology, that's okay. I got you. On my website, there is a free guide. It is 44 pages of information. It's called So You Want to Write a Book. It is free. Go download it. Start your indie journey. If you would like to support me, by all means, check out my novels, Wait for It and You Sound White. They're available on my website, but they're available wherever good books are sold. Hey, you guys, guess what? Every click, every share, every read helps fuel this movement, right? So let's build something together. Let's break the algorithm together. And guess what? Anthologies, just another way you can break the algorithm and get real readers, make real connections. Remember, for every underrepresented voice, for every untold story, for every author of color out here on the grind, I see you, and I have built this platform for us. But remember, all are welcomed to the author's mic. So, see me, join, become a part, like, subscribe, click whatever your vibe. You guys keep writing, keep showing up, keep helping me break the algorithm one brave word at a time, and we are going to put something better in its place. All right, y'all, keep writing, go out and make it a great day because I'm going to. I'll catch you next time.